When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Stanford's offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dances away from the pressure going to his left. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take it.
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. A jet sweep pass. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
They'll try the right side. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game. Nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
So Ohio State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll go to the ground. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Dances away. He's going to run it. Crosses the 10. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They found a way to get in the ruck, but he is stopped short, and it'll be fourth down.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here no matter where you are in the field to keep this drive going.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't connect on his first throw.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it hard on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella tight end.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And it's
sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. To the air, it's Averill. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive side.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the handoff. Still on his feet at the 40. There he goes down the right side. The tag. Touchdown, Cardinal. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Number 3. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Coming out with it, it's Harper. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. You're turning it on. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
You know, recently, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
Hoping to pick up the first. Here comes Stanford on 4th down. They want to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's Averill. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
But coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back to this football game. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. In the final period with a 3rd down play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Cardinal with a 3rd down play. Let's see what they call coming out of the break. Looking to throw again. Quarterback extends the play. Finds some fresh air. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hip of the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Here's the pressure. Grab behind the line. It's Carney. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it?
There he goes. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air, it's Averill. Got his man on the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. Spins away from one.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. Now rolling to the left. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged out of the air. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's